A cupcake with bright frosting appears against a white background. It hops forward and gasps as it discovers 3 muffin pans that exactly look like braille cells. 7 more brightly colored cupcakes appear. At the whistled command of the original cupcake, hop into the various muffin holes to form the braille letters TBK. The muffin tins are replaced by the Blind Kitchen logo, green braille letters TBK on a white background. Fade to black.
Hello, and welcome to the Blind Kitchen, where everyone has a seat at the table. I'm your host, Deborah Erickson, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the double skewer. Everyone knows what a skewer is. It's a long, thin rod, usually made of wood or metal, on which you impale similar slices of food that you want to grill or broil. The problem with traditional skewers is that when food cooks, it tends to evaporate as steam. And so oftentimes the hole which firmly was inserted now becomes bigger. And so trying to flip that with vision loss is very difficult. I could try as hard as I can. I really can't touch it because it's going to be too hot for me to make sure it's been flipped. And also, sometimes I'll think I'm flipping it, but really I'm just spinning that skewer in the hole. The skewer sent to you by the Blind Kitchen solves this problem so that you know you flip the food every time. So let's examine the skewer sent to you by the Blind Kitchen. The first thing you'll notice is that it has a handle, and extending from that handle are 2 evenly spaced skewers. That is the key to what makes this work for people with vision loss. First of all, you are going to impale the fruit, the meat, the vegetable with both of the rods when you go to cook it. So if it's a tomato, if it's a mushroom, if it's a chunk of pineapple, I am going to make sure that both of these rods go through each piece on this skewer. That way, if I put it on the grill, and I'm careful to remember where the handle is, and now I'm ready to flip it, it's impossible not to flip it over all the way. I just grab the handle, turn it 180 degrees, and set it on the grill, or if it's coming under the broiler, and now the uncooked side of the food is now directly being exposed to the heat source. The other blind-friendly part of this design of this particular skewer is that there is a pusher plate that goes between the handle and the hot food. So once your food is cooked and you need to get it off the skewer, you simply push this pusher plate down, and it actually pushes the food off of the skewers. And it provides an extra layer of protection between the hot food and your fingers. Caring for your skewer is easy. It's made of 100% stainless steel, so it can either be hand washed or machine washed. Be careful to keep track of the plastic tip covers that are shaped like tubes. You want to put them on after you are done using them, and I'll tell you how I use and store my skewers. I use a sharps-like basket container to put my skewers in when they're not in use. I make sure they're all facing in the same direction, so there's no chance I'm going to hurt myself if I'm careful. The other thing, if you take these little covers that came with your skewer, you can also track them by keeping them inside the sharps basket while you're grilling or broiling. Thank you for visiting the Blind Kitchen. I think it's a win anytime we can produce attractive, consistent, delicious, and healthy food choices for our friends and family. So until next time, happy cooking.
She smiles towards the camera. Fade to black. The Blind Kitchen logo appears. Fade to black. Neo Creative Productions logo appears. The logo fades to black.